Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Kingdom Hearts Final Mix 100% guide. Because we've just finished the fight with Sephiroth, when Sora goes to leave the Colosseum via the gummy ship, we get this pretty epic confrontation between Cloud and the one winged angel himself, Sephiroth. Which I think is really due, like, you know, they had to come to blows at some point. I've been looking for you. As have I. As long as you exist, I'll never wake from this nightmare. You're my darkness. I'm a part of you, am I? Then join me in this eternal nightmare, untarnished by light. You know stuff's serious when it goes to slow-mo. The speed, the drama, the power. Hey, Sora, did you happen to notice anything? No, Goofy, we're not going near that shit. I barely beat him the first time. Let's go. So, we're flying over to our final secret boss of the game. We're going to fight the Enigmatic Man. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take all of Beast's useful items and we're going to give them to the duck himself. And you might be thinking, why are you giving so many high potions and not ethers? And my line is, probably should have given ethers, to be honest. But hey, you know, he can save MP by throwing down potions. And I'm doing the exact same with Goofy. Not really sure why. Oh, no, I do know why. Sorry, let's go into the strategy. You want to give them lots of healing items because this baddie drains a lot of health, so the more items they can throw to heal, the better. And you want to be giving a lot of lightning resistance. And yeah, go in and give even Donald and Goofy, give them lightning and dark resistance if you have it. So go have a root through, look for a few bits and bobs, and look for that lightning resist, okay guys? So lightning and darkness, equip those, and then once you're ready, you can then skedaddle into that little portal of darkness, returning to the arena where we fought Dragon Maleficent, but unfortunately, Genie is not going to be our get out of jail free card this time. And one little interesting thing is that they obviously, this was like a Final Mix exclusive cutscene, so they had to then splice audio that they already had Sora say, so that's why his intonation might be a little bit unusual. And then it's all different things kind of relating to Kairi. It's like, and Riku and stuff. It's like, I'll return this, I promise, and a Pawpaw fruit and all that crack. So just a lot of core words for, you know, Sora's past with his friends. Ah, it seems you're special too. I'm not doing the voice actor justice. But yeah, that name rings familiar. But yeah, you're seeing that all their different voice lines are just spliced from different earlier cutscenes. You remind me of him. I remind him of Ansem. Yeah, what is that supposed to mean? And block! But do you see that, guys? Electricity powers? I'm just telling you, aren't you so lucky you put on lightning resist? And now Sora's like, I have learned guard and I have magic, so your lightning does not faze me. And then he says, it means you are not whole. You are incomplete. Allow me to test your strength. And Sora is literally like, yes, I accept your challenge to test me and I will pass. So the unknown figure is quite messy. He's a really, really tricky fight. So there's a couple of things that I want you guys to be aware of when fighting him. The first thing is, summon Tinkerbell. You need her because his big, really annoying attack drains HP like nobody's business. And obviously, if we had kept our MP super high, her regen would have been way stronger. But sure, look, we do our best. And he's weak to gravity, so if you're able to get gravity off, so kind of stay jumping. I'm kind of not jumping at all as much as I should be, but jump and cast gravity. You're seeing tech points there. If you're able to catch him in the dead center of a gravity, you actually get tech 100. And then if you had have actually, and this is just in hindsight, I just wasn't fighting the boss again, but you've unlocked the combo finisher Zantetsuken. The Zantetsuken finisher uses gravity magic, which he's weak to. So gravity and Zantetsuken are the main things you need to worry about. And if you had like Divine Rose on, if you're more of a physical player, you could have Divine Rose, which would allow you to counterattack a lot more. Unfortunately, Oathkeeper just doesn't have that counterable situation. But between Donald and Goofy having all those different electricity resistances, we're actually surviving quite well. Especially with Tinkerbell providing regen to the whole party. And you basically need to find a way around his force fields when he's putting them up. And if you can kind of jump back from the force field and then cast gravity, you can take advantage of his stun there. And obviously having Goofy with MP Gift is proving clutch. And unfortunately we managed to stun him in the middle of his like lightning balls. But this is where it gets stressful, because as you can see we are draining our HP massively. So just use the pause button and try and find where the release command is and then get to it as soon as possible to free yourself. Now, that's the reason why I gave Donald and Goofy healing items, because Donald can't cast Cure, because same as Sora. Sora can't cast Cure, all his magic and attack commands are broken, but Donald and Goofy's items aren't broken. So they are able to actually throw high potions to Sora or mega potions if you get in trouble. And that's unfair. I hit you with that gravity. And are you aware you're using a lightsaber, sir? It's mandatory. Whenever you fight this enemy, you have to make reference to the fact that he's using lasers and laser swords. With the music as well, it's super pretty. We've never heard this boss fight music before. And it is hella pretty. But this is going to be a long boss fight, so the more lower his health gets, the more erratic his movements become, and the smaller the windows of attack are for him to, get a combo in. And unfortunately, with him teleporting all the time and teleporting towards Sora and doing all these flurry of combos, he is likely to zap us with that HP leech again. And this is where, if Tinkerbell had way more regen, we probably could actually out-heal this damage. But look at, we made it through okay. And it's just about using gravity, getting those tech 100s, and breaking him out of his attack combos. But we're kind of well enough insofar as we have enough resistance that we're not in major trouble of dying, and Donald and Goofy are getting so much MP back from just taking damage but not KOing that you know, we're getting through a lot. Now I feel like I don't have Goofy's tornado equipped, or at the very least he's not one to be doing it much this fight. But what would be great is if we ended up stunning the mystery man and then allowing Goofy to land a tornado. That would be great, but unfortunately don't think that's going to happen. But do not be afraid to pause buffer to try and find that release command. There is no shame in it. It is just smart strategy. And yeah, this is just trying to... And then you're wasting so much of your magic because you're trying to get gravity to stun him. So it can be tricky to know when the right time to cast gravity is. But typically if you like can see him doing the orbs of electricity, just blast him with the gravity then, you know? So yeah, try and just, and look, we actually managed to avoid his little life leech there. So it's all about your positioning, and if you can get the invincibility frames from your dodge roll, then you're laughing. And once you get that Tech 100, that's what you're looking for. But unfortunately, he's just so fast. And he just dematerializes, materializes, becomes invincible, shoots lasers, shoots electricity balls. Like, it's actually just a non-stop onslaught. And he hasn't even reached his full move kit yet. So yeah, keep arrow up. And unfortunately, we end up getting caught in the electricity balls then. Super annoying. But yeah, Zantetsuken would have been great to have as a finisher. Unfortunately, I'm just doing like a simple blitz. Not as much damage. But yeah, we're nearly at the green bar now. It's just time consuming, you know? And what's, you know, you might be looking at the timestamp of the video and say, oh, recusant, we have like another long while. And I'm like, yes you do. He just seems to not want to stop moving and doesn't give me any sort of, you know, opening to do any sort of damage. And I get caught in what I like to call the first of 72 trillion ones of these attacks. And if at the very least me getting caught in them can prove anything, is that it is not a death sentence. Do not panic. Use the pause button and do your best to, you know, what's the word? Do your best to like get out of the horrible command stealing move. And now we've hit his ultimate move. We thought we were cool with our arrow ball of death. This is literally a ball of death. Do not allow yourself to get hit by that, and then also hit by the horrible, horrible curse. The curse is actually called Embrace to Nothingness. And then like he's now starting his combo, so I'm in a lot of trouble, and I'm just pausing to see my doom. Because I'm now dealing with him, and now Donald and Goofy are gone. Oh God, help us. Donald, heal Goofy. And look, again, this is, you know, when I said I got hit by this move a ton, I mean, I legitimately was like, I'm not going to be able to get out of all of these. I'm not good enough to get out of all of these. And literally, move by move by move by move. Like any time I break out of it, I then get brought straight back in it. Like I'm not even cutting these things together. I legitimately was like, will you leave me alone? And I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to activate Tinkerbell's auto life. Please, please, no! How I have kept Tinkerbell this long, I will never know. That but by the grace of God. And then I'm like, oh, he's not gonna blast me again, surely. He'll give me a little opening, but he's get down to the little green bar, right? I mean, we've gotten him down to the green bar for so long now. It's just any minute now. No, sorry, you don't get to have nice things. You get to have another curse to nothingness. And then I start to panic, and then I'm like, oh god. And then it's just a real mess. Oh, and there goes Tinkerbell. My auto life spent, and I'm like, oh man. Am I gonna have to like restart this fight now? Bloody hell, Donald, and then I couldn't heal Donald. Oh my god, get out of here. And it was literally at this point that I said to myself, hang on. Because there's a bit of a cheese situation. And this boss is nothing if not, you know, lactose intolerant because he hates the odd bit of cheese. And it's that horrible embrace to nothingness move. And because that particular move affects Sora, Donald, and Goofy, the AI cannot apply that super move when Donald and Goofy are not in the party, or like, you know, Donald and Beast, or whatever combination you want. So long as a summon is active, we are actually safe from the embrace to nothingness. And I'm just trying to get some uses of, like, maybe gravity to, like, interrupt him. But he seems to be highly resistant and immune to his stuff. And eventually I'm like, righto, let's just use a Mega Elixir. Everybody else should have their full stuff when they come back in. They do. And I'm just here like, hang on, can we try Mushu? Can we try any of these summons? Do any of them work? And while they won't do damage, they at the very least are a safeguard against the Embrace to Nothingness move. They are literally acting as a force field from that move. So at the very least, that to me is a superpower in and of itself. Even if they're not doing damage, they're offering a protection from what is now a near guaranteed game over. And I'm like, oh man, we've gotten down to the last green bar, and then I get hit with this again, and I'm like, why did I not summon again? We're on the green bar, and I'm gonna have to like restart this whole fight, and I just started freaking out. And I'm like, oh, here's his ultimate move. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. Holy moly. And look at that, not even 0.2 of a second away and out of a super move, and we get that. Oh my god. This guy is obsessed. I want someone that I'm not going to do it in editing because I don't want to look at this footage anymore. It's awful. And only for Ars Arcanum I would have been hit by the Curse to Nothingness again. And now I'm like, Donald, please, Donald, please, Donald, please, just heal. Heal, Donald, please. Please, I'm sorry I said anything bad about you all game. Please come back to life. And now I'm like, I have no MP. Well, I have 4 MP. Oh, man. And I'm just like, what do I do? What do I actually do? Oh my god. Oh man, it was just awful. What I want you guys to leave in the comments is, how many times did I get hit by that move? Like, please, I just want the statistical number. Just tell me, how many times did I get hit by that move and still manage to beat this boss? Spoilers, I did beat the boss. And no, I'm not fighting him again. I'm not, because this is what I had to do. But look at this. I literally was like, oh, that's it. Game over. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then I'm like, again, like, that's what, 5? At least 5. Since I've even asked, which is in the space of like 2 minutes. And this is why this took so bloody long. Oh my god, and Paul's buffering, and I'm like, they're all just shocked. There's no release. There's only pain. Don't know why you're pausing. There's only pain here for you, Sora. And I'm just like, no, I'm not losing this. I'm not losing this now. It's so actually stressful. It's just so stressful. And then I'm like, okay, I can Ars Arcane him through the electricity chaos. Oh, and then Goofy just coming in clutch and then managing to avoid the curse of horribleness. And yeah, I'm just left being like, what am I actually meant to do here? It is just chaos. Pure chaos. And what would his little ball of lightning be if not to immediately hit me with the curse? So, my say is, probably just cure yourself as he's coming out of the ball, because invariably, he is going to, without fail, zap you with the curse to nothingness. So just when he's in the ball, just sit there with your cure button open, and then as soon as he gets out of it, just cure yourself. You're going to have the invincibility frames through Leaf Bracer. And I think I genuinely just paused the game being like, what am I going to do? This is awful. What am I supposed to do? He just keeps cursing me. I'm not able to do anything. He just curses me. Swings the sword around. I get no time to deliver any sort of attack. So this is less of a guide and more of a cautionary tale. You know, have Zantetsuken ready. Have Gravity Shortcut, which I did. Cure right after he goes to, like, do that bubble, because he is just going to go straight to a horrible zap of the curse. See? I should have learnt that. It's just, with the distance and not immediate adrenaline rush of this entire fight, I then realized, oh, actually, yeah, no, that is 100% what's happening. As soon as the ball of chaos finishes, he blasts him with the spell. So I'm there like, come on, just keep Ars Arcanuming. And once Donald and Goofy can even get a hit, we're like laughing. And then finally with one final hit, I'm just like, I don't care! Ars Arcanum! Please, no, not like this, come on! Just die, god damn you, die! And then I said to myself, no, once this bubble comes out, I'm coming out swinging! And that's what I think of your curse, you horrible, horrible man! That, it's, even with the distance, I'm still shook. I'm watching it from a distance, having known the outcome, and it still fills me with visceral rage. I hate him! And then he's like, didn't even feel anything. Impressive. This will be enjoyable.
What are you talking about?
It is beyond your comprehension for now. Until we meet again.
Wait, what are you?
Yeah, so like with the intonation, he's literally meant to probably inquisitively say, what are you? And he says, I am. But a mere shell. We gain an EXP necklace and Ansem's report 13. Finishing the Ansem reports getting us a trophy for beating that boss, completing the Ansem report section of the journal, and we just need to fight one more Heartless, and then the character section will be complete, and Jiminy's journal will be complete, as well as getting one more minigame. But that's going to be the episode. Leave a comment on how many times I was hit with that silly move, and we'll chat to you guys next time. Have a good one.